What's up? What's up? What's up, guys? It's your boy WF Colonel representing WF Madden, and today's tip is a special tip. Today's tip is a community requested tip. Now, I really do enjoy doing community requested tips because that is pretty much why I make the channel. I want to give you guys the stuff that you want to see to help you get as good at Madden as you possibly can. And a great way to get my attention for a community tip or community requested tip is to first off hit the sub button, the sub button somewhere down below this video. And number two is to leave a comment saying what you would like to see. Now, I'm not going to be able to do everything all the time, but if I have the ability to, the time, the ability, and if everything works out, I will get to your requested tip. Now, I really want to, because that's, like I said, this pretty much what the whole channel is based off of. I want to get you as good at Madden as you possibly can be. So I just like doing stuff like that. A lot of my tips have been community requested. Now, homeboy, he wanted to see something from the New Orleans Saints playbook, from the gun split offset formation in particular. And yeah, we're going to talk about the Saints middle play. A few people run Saints middle, but everyone always runs it the same. So this is a different setup that you don't see anyone else running, and we're gonna show you different coverages. Let's start off with the Tampa 2. Now here's what the play looks like when you come out of the huddle. Very easy setup. You block your Y running back, you take your RB running back, streak him, motion him to the right side. Your last change that you make to the play, you take your B wide receiver and you drag him. This is what the final play art should look like. Now, let me break down why this play is effective and the reads and how things work. So first things first, you got let's just go through the reads first. Your first read is going to be RB. Your second read is going to be B. Then you're going to go towards A. Then you're going to be looking towards B and X again. So here's what's going to happen. You're going to be peeking. As soon as you snap the ball, you're going to be peeking at RB, seeing what's going on with him. If he's uncovered off the line, like your opponent has like an exotic coverage, or they're doing something crazy with their user and they just not accounting for him, you're able to hit him real quick off the line for like a nice little pop pass. Easy game. Take it. If it's there, take it. But you're going to be looking at him, and looking at him, you're going to be able to tell the coverage. If it's cover 2 like I have on the field right now, which you're going to see later, you can be able to pop him deep across the middle for a pretty good gain, potential touchdown, depending on who you have at the RB icon and who's on defense. But really aside from that, his job is to push the defense back deep, along with A pushing the defense back deep before it gets this corner route, allowing B to run underneath. B is pretty much going to be your bread and butter against zone. He's going to be the guy that puts the most pressure on the defense when they're in zone coverage. And you also have a high-low, pretty much once B gets to the left hash, you have a high-low on the left side of the field between the X wide receiver and B, but I'm going to show you that as well. So I'm going to snap the ball, and I'm going to take a sack, and I'm going to go through pretty much everything that I just said. And then I'm going to start, dotting some stuff up. Give you guys some examples of some dots. So first things first, like I said, you're going to be looking at homeboy right here. Pretty much, you'll be peeking pretty much at this point from the snap to right here to see if he's uncovered. It's a cover 2, so he obviously is covered. And you see this guy, kind of floating towards his area. You don't really want to make that throw, but it's the computer. You obviously could make that throw against the computer, but generally speaking, you don't really want to, especially if this is a user. You kind of look for something that's obviously wide open. But looking at this guy, you're going to be able to tell the coverage, and you're going to be able to see cover 2 because you see, the safeties split apart, and you see this guy running with him. So if you see as a cover 2, pretty much just stick on him, because this is where the big play is going to come, which I'm going to show you the throw in a second. That's the first throw I'm going to show you. But like I said before, the seam as well as the corner push the defense back deep, allowing your B wide receiver to run underneath. let's say for instance he was covered, you move your eyes to the tight end, even though cover 2 you know, kind of boxes that well, not the tight end, that corner route, that the cover 2 kind of boxes this corner route. But you know, some coverages don't, which that's a little foreshadowing for the future. But if it is covered, move your eyes back down here to the relationship between B and the seam. I mean B and the dig route. And depending on what the defense is doing, this guy's going to be wide open running for a nice little check down for you. And he's going to get the attention of one of these, either the overhang player here or the hook zone here, whether it's cover 2 or cover 3, doesn't really matter. He's going to get the attention of one of them. If not, he's going to be wide open for this dump down every single time. But if somebody bites on him, that's going to leave a nice void in the middle of the field for this dig. That's pretty much the entire goal of this play. But you know, let me get into the actual plays and start throwing some dots at these guys. So cover 2, I'm going to see if I can hit the big play to RB down the middle of the field. Easy pitch and catch. The really thing is, you have to have a quarterback that can make this throw. If you have a quarterback that can make this throw, it's as easy as 1, 2, 3 against cover 2. And the reason I threw that first is because everyone likes the big plays. So I want to show you the big play. Depending on who this guy is in the defense, this could have been a touchdown. Or if it was a little bit better throw to the inside, that he could get on this angle and run diagonally, that's a touchdown as well. So we're going to hop back into the cover 2 and just show you guys the B wide receiver. Like, you already know that he gets open, but you can hit him early here. I'm going to show you a throw late as well. Then we're going to hop into cover 3. So you can hit him early and you can wait and hit him late. That's the great thing about this play. And like I said before, if some of the guys from the middle of the field in zone coverage bite down and try to take that away, you got that dig open right across the middle. But there isn't a way for me to show you that, because it has to be like a user defender doing that. So, you know, it is what it is. You just got plenty of reads though. So we're going to hop in Saints middle, show you guys cover 3, break down the replay first, and then throw some, well, I didn't even set it up. Let me set it up first. Here's the play. Take a sec. And then I'm going to show you guys what's up. Like I said, your first read is going to be him right here. He's covered, so you move your eyes automatically to the underneath route. Underneath route, like I said, is bread and butter. You can pop this all day, every day, even on Sunday. Let's say it was covered. Move your eyes to this corner route. If they have hard flats, you should be able to pop this corner route over the top. Even in certain cover 3 situations, this corner may be more inside for whatever reason, paying more attention to the seam. You might be able to get the corner route to the outside as well. But that's not like really a main throw against cover 3. But it is there depending on scenarios, because I'm able to fit that in there in practice mode against just a straight regular cover 3. But it's not a throw that I would recommend, but depending on what happens, it does look way more open sometimes than others. So just remember that. You can make that throw against cover 3. But then we get to the relationship between the drag and the dig. This guy's the only guy in the middle of the field, which means he's the only one that can play this drag. Because if not, this drags, again, he's going to be open late on the left side of the field for an easy check down. So he would have to take the drag, which allows this post to come open across the, that dig to come open across the middle of the field. So we're still in cover 3. I'm gonna throw B quick. That's an easy 5-yard gain. I'm gonna throw B late this time. But still, obviously follow your progression, guys. I'm just doing this to prove a point of how the routes work. B late's open. B early's open. And the computer does a somewhat decent job in simulating the player jumping down on the drag, which will leave this wide open across the middle of the field. So cover 2 Swiss cheese, cover 3 is Swiss cheese. Same principle, same reach. You don't have to change anything about it. Let's hop into cover 4. Same setup. Like always, gonna take the sack, show you guys what's up with the play. Like always, this is your first read. And this is very prevalent. So in cover 4, it puts a lot of stress on the middle of the field. A lot of user defenders in cover 4 use that middle linebacker in that hook zone. So if the defense is covering 4, that quick peek pop pass, that becomes a real possibility against, you know, a user defender that plays the middle of the field, that plays this guy. But since it's the computer, he's gonna cover it down. But that's your first read, and then by looking at him, you'll be able to see, okay, the cover 4 is pretty much cover 4. Then you move your eyes towards this drag. The drag is open, pretty much just replacing the space that he left. The drag's going to be open for an easy, quick gain for about 4 yards at the catch, and you'll be able to see if you can create more yardage after that. For whatever reason, if it's covered, move your eyes to this corner route, which I said before, the corner route isn't always going to be open against every coverage, but when it is open, it's a pretty significant gain of yardage. So as you can see, it's open. But for whatever reason, it's not open. Move your eyes back across and look at the relationship between the dig and the drag. You'll be able, for whatever reason, like if everything's boxed, you can still throw this drag late. It's not going to be a big gain. It's literally going to get tackled as soon as he catches the ball. But the ball's out your hands. You're not taking a sack. So with cover 4, let me show you guys this cover 4. Same setup. Drag early. Took it for about 6 or 7 yards. I'm going to throw the corner route this time. Possession catch it. Pretty significant yardage. And now I'm going to throw the drag late. But like I said before, just read the relationship between the drag and that X dig route. Because if this is a user defender, you can manipulate him with that route combo. You can find that dig open. So just be open to other opportunities aside from just taking a safe throw to B, but just know it's there. So I'm going to throw to B late. That was a possession catch in traffic. You can still get that throw off for a catch if you just need to get rid of the ball and you just don't want to throw it away for whatever reason, or if you're just in the pocket. So I showed you guys cover 3, cover 2, cover 4. The Saints middle play is a very good play. Very good at creating big play potential against 2 high defenses. So if you're against, you know, people that really like to run cover 2 and cover 4, those people are pretty much, if you play against 2 high defensive users, that's pretty much what you're gonna get. Cover 2 and cover 4. They're gonna be mix and match in between the two. And like I said, like I showed you, it's still good against cover 3. So it's really all-purpose zone beater. But yeah, guys, if you like these tips and you want to get more stuff like that, go ahead, hit the sub. The sub button is below the video somewhere, or on the video. It's the sub button somewhere. Click it, sub to your boy. And if you want to see your tips, your requested tips, you know, go ahead and leave whatever you want to see in the comments, and I will get to it if I can. But it was my pleasure doing this tip for my boy. It's WF Colonel representing WF Madden. I'm out, guys.